everybody. Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve, and what a wonderful, finally, end of the year, huh? It's been kind of crazy this year. Let's hope for a better 2024. And of course, as you know, New Year's Eve is that 3-2-1, 3-2-1-2-3, 1-2-3, whatever it is that they've been saying. Good luck. I bet everybody's playing the lottery today. Well, and we can't complain about the economy. I mean, we can. Me and some man in a store were recently talking about the downsizing of products, and you're paying the same price you used to for larger quantities. He was very upset about this in the store, and he's right. That has changed and shifted. He was showing me a party-sized bag of chips, and me and Mr. O were laughing later as I told him the story that it's for a party of two. So, everything has gotten smaller and costs more, and I bet that's not going to change. But maybe prices will now stabilize a little bit. Inflation is gone. They're not talking recession anymore, so it's a good thing. All right, well, how about we do our card for the collective? And today I'm using these big fat cards for the new year, the auspicious symbols deck, so that we can, see what kind of luck we're going to have in 2024. Now, the auspicious symbols deck is about health and money, but I thought I would I would use this deck for us today. See what's going on in our world. All right. We need to focus on. Wow. Well, it's Isis herself. Use the knowledge and power imparted by Isis to reclaim your true healing wisdom. So basically, this is going to no doubt be about healing. Let's see what she's got for us. And here she is. The message. The great and mighty goddess Isis has appeared to signify her support of your healing. Allow this goddess to shine her wisdom and light as a way to activate your own healing ability. You may be in need of a physical or emotional healing, compassion, or awe, plus a bit of her magic. Part of this message may be to guide you in service to others in a healing capacity. Isis is a high priestess in the mystery schools, which shares knowledge and wisdom, especially among those called to the healing professions. This may include energy work, yoga, meditation, counseling, coaching, motivational speaking, or more traditional paths like medicine, nursing, or acupuncture. Her message for you is to honor yourself and to know that all healing is self-healing. Through this empowerment, you receive her knowledge and wisdom as well. And I can't stress enough how much our health impacts our material world, right? You're on a bunch of medications, they cost money. You don't have insurance, you've got real issues. Everything, can hurt you economically, as far as your healthcare goes. And remember, we have a lot of illnesses going on right now throughout the country. COVID is kicked up again. Flu and RSV are strong, and other respiratory things that I'm not quite sure they have a handle on what they are. So try to keep yourself healthy, boost your immune system as best you can. And they talked about yoga and meditation here too. For all of us in the business world, it behooves us to, calm down, relax, meditate, and go within to make sure we are making the right choices and decisions we need to make for ourselves. All important stuff here that Isis has for us as we start this new year. That's what I have for the collective. Well, now, what about the rest of us in economics? First, let's talk some astrological news because there's some good stuff happening. One in particular. So, these readings I'm about to do are good from Sunday, December 31st through Saturday, January 6th. The moon will be traveling from Leo Virgo, transiting into Virgo on December 31st through Scorpio on January 6th. Mercury is going direct. Hallelujah! On January 1st. What a great way to start the new year. And Mars is entering Capricorn on January 4th. Want to remind everybody, of course, New Year's Eve, please be responsible, drive safely, do not drive under the influence. New Year's Eve is December 31st. New Year's Day is January 1st. And it's also the end of Kwanzaa on January 1st. So happy New Year to everybody once again. Let this be a prosperous year for you. Work hard on managing your financial resources. All right. So air signs, we're on you. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's hope your new year gets off to a great start. Okay. Well, air signs, not bad start at all. You have the Empress. The Empress is upright. Nice. You know, with the Empress upright, it seems as though you're full of creative ideas this week. You're raring to go. You're very productive. You're getting things done. You're producing results, which I think is very important here. You have a lot of creative ideas to share in group work and things like that. So, I mean, your focus is on nurturing and growing things this week and maybe even planting some seeds for the future. The Empress is a very fertile sign to get started with. Whoa, how best can you prepare for that focus? I was just talking about planting seeds, wasn't I? And look what we've got here. The Ace of Pentacles, which in at least one of my decks is really sort of showing a seed taking root. So honestly, this is a card of, working towards better finances, a better financial beginning, better fresh start jump start in your career, in your profession. Maybe some of you are starting new jobs at the beginning of this year. And, this is all good. This sounds like the beginning of something growthful, something good for a lot of us. And, you couple that with Empress energy. Wow. It looks pretty positive so far. So let's see, though. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict for you, air signs? Hey, there's good news from people this week. It's the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is upright. I think that maybe you're going to land a job. You're going to get good news about a raise or maybe some move forward. There's something positive happening involving other people. They will lead you to a fresh start, a new beginning, something growthful. And also, if you're initiating a project of some sort and you want to enlist the help of others, here they are. They're ready and willing to get things off the ground. Wow, with all of that good stuff, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week? Woohoo! Hey, air signs, you've been needing a break for some time now, and this week you have it. It's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is upright. Nice. So the Knight of Wands is basically saying that all systems are go. You can move forward this week. You can propel forward this week. There doesn't seem to be obstacles in your way. And so lead the way. Lead the way for your team, to keep moving forward. This just looks awesome. So let's talk about this again. I think it's really awesome as far as career and goal pursuits go. For your students too, I think you're off to a great start for your new year. But if I'm not mistaken, it's possible a lot of you won't be starting next week. You'll probably be starting the week after, but you're already raring to go. So let's take a look at this again. Air signs, you've got the Empress upright. That's just awesome energy. There's a lot of productivity, a lot of creativity. Ideas are just flowing now. Mental blocks are gone. It just seems like you are in a really clear-minded state. Maybe now that we've got all the holidays out of the way, and guess what? Maybe Mercury's still in its shadow phase, but with Mercury going direct, maybe you're already starting to feel the fog clearing. How best can you prepare for this focus? Work on ways to grow your career, grow your resources, invest your money. New beginnings are featured here that will bring in financial returns, like maybe asking for that raise or that bonus or that promotion that you deserve. And I'll tell you what, people are all in on it. There's a lot of good news coming this week out of others, either your bosses, supervisors, prospective employers, etc. This is some real positive news coming your way. And ultimately, all systems are go by week's end. You're ready to keep propelling forward through the weeks ahead. Wow. Good luck with that. I would say, so far, you've got quite the edge here on winning the week. Hey, my fellow fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this reading is for you for the week ahead, and I can't shuffle. Don't worry, I'll shuffle them good for you fire signs, although you might just want some of those air sign cards. They were pretty good. So let's hope you can burn the fires this week. All right. My producer is doing his duty, keeping a certain cat busy, so they don't bother me. All right, one more shuffle. Okay. Okay, fire. Oh! I'm going to do it at the end of the show. I have a special reading for all of the elemental signs, so now it behooves you to come back at the end of the show for that. Okay. I also put an announcement on my page about that. Since I lost my train of thought and forgot to do it at the end of the air signs. But we are on the fire signs right now. And fire signs, how many times have you started with this card? It's the Fool. The Fool is upright. And what better way to start the new year for the fire signs than already looking for some adventure, looking for some excitement, to stir up some excitement and adventure in your material world. Is it going for the gold? Is it going for that promotion? Is it going for a new job or career? Is it just embarking on a path less taken? Is it changing up your policy, your procedures in some way, to try something new? Maybe you're investing in some new software or, computer programming to aid and assist your business. Whatever the case may be, you can trust that the universe is going to have your back on this. And how funny to get that card as Mercury is about to go direct. So how best can you prepare for that focus? By preparing, of course. It's the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is upright. Well, fire signs, if you're going to take a risk, you might want to be prepared in some way for this. You might want to be prepared for what may. I mean, maybe this will turn out successfully. The universe, after all, does seem to have your back. But why not do some due diligence anyway and make sure you are prepared to take this risk? Take a look at your financial resources right now. First off, I never recommend this, but if you're the kind of person who is sick of your job and you're using this Fool energy to quit your present job and just take your chances that you're going to land another one right away. You might want to prepare first. You might want to make sure you are prepared for this, that you have the finances in reserve in case that doesn't work out for you. But anyway, preparation is the key. It does not hurt, we can still call it a risk with maybe the added benefit of having some preparation in advance for it. So what about people this week? Will there be forward or backward movement? Well, you got the Knight of Pentacles reversed here. So I kind of feel that people might be a little bit slow to buy in to what it is you are trying to go after here. You might have to do a little bit of convincing to get them motivated. Maybe they're a little bit afraid to put out this effort for no guarantee of a return. So you may have to buy in people. You may have to also convince them that you are worthy of the risk they may be taking on you, hiring you or giving you a big promotion, a leadership role. So consider that you will have to do a little bit of convincing others. Well, ultimately, I don't think this is the end of the world for you. Certainly not as good as the air signs, but will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week? It's a Six of Wands reversed. The Six of Wands reversed indicates that, everything might work out for you, but I think it's other people that may not understand or buy in. So remember, I said you had to convince others, and ultimately at the end of the day, by the end of the week, you may be proud of the accomplishments or the risks you have taken and where it has left you, but others just don't see it, and others are not being appreciative or giving you the credit that you feel you deserve. So the only thing I have to say, fire signs, is don't do it for them. You're doing it for you anyway. And all that really matters when it comes down to it is, have you gained through the process? Have you achieved a victory? Then that's all that matters. Don't care what anybody else thinks or says. So let's take a look at this again. Kind of got a half and half thing going on here. This is a good time to take a risk, I feel. Take a gamble, take a chance, regardless of how others feel. If you have a gut feeling about it, I think the universe will have your back on this. Just make sure, though, that you do have a backup plan or, the resources in reserve necessary should things go south. Because you are going to have a hard time buying other people in on this. So you will have to go it alone. It's highly likely. Or, they may come along for the ride, but ultimately they're not going to want to give you a lot of credit for this or praise or glory. You're really doing this for you. And I think it will work out. So good luck with that. And don't forget, fire signs, to check at the end of the show for a special yearly card pull for you. All right. So that's what I have for the fire signs. Let's move on to water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading is for you for the week ahead. All right. Don't think I forgot my water break. Giving Bly a break back there and from holding my water for me. Oh, that's good. Kind of a watered down raspberry lemonade. Everybody's starting off really good so far, and you're no exception, water signs. Your focus for the week ahead, the Queen of Wands, upright. The Queen of Wands upright indicates to me that you need to be seen this week, make people aware of your presence. And as a matter of fact, I really don't think you're going to have much of a problem doing that. The Queen of Wands literally says you are attracting people to you right now. So this is a positive sign. Present yourself. If you're doing interviewing this week, water signs, you should do a stellar job. Be confident. Go in there and show them what you got, because this is a time for you to stand out above the competition. If you're starting a new job, I think everything will go well and you'll look really like you've got it together. They will be happy they hired you. I think that the Queen of Wands energy is a great start right now. Let's see how best you can prepare for that focus. Wow, it's the Page of Pentacles upright. And so, yeah, the best way you can prepare for this focus is to, definitely go after it. Go after something new. Pursue financial backing if you need to from investors in your concepts or ideas, or, if you're doing a proposal for a book, for example, go after it. Go after it this week. Start a new beginning. Go after a job or career that you were interested in pursuing. Also, for you students out there, by all means, this is a time to really get prepared and ready for your semester ahead. This is awesome. This is really good stuff so far. But what about people this week? Whether it be cooperation or conflict, this is really interesting since you had the Queen of Wands at the beginning. So I don't know what's going on here. It's the Two of Cups reversed. So water signs, it might be that you're parting ways with something. Maybe because you're going towards something new, you may have to part ways with something old. You may be saying goodbye to a former job. Maybe some of you are actually in the process of retirement now, and maybe that's what this is all about. And you're parting ways with a job that you loved. But it looks as though you're leaving some situation or associates behind and moving on, hopefully to something better, because this is all about, the Page of Pentacles is about preparing for a new beginning here. And with the Queen of Wands energy here, it just seems like things are moving in a positive direction in that sense. Oh, no. This is really funny because it's similar to the previous reading we did for the fire signs. It's kind of 50-50 here. So whether it be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week. It's a Five of Pentacles, upright. Yikes. Gee, water signs. Now, it seems as though you're taking a hit financially from something. And I don't know, it must have something to do with this situation here that involves other people. It's really bizarre, but you are taking a financial hit by week's end, or there is something that you are feeling very remorseful about. It's possible that, whatever the situation is you're leaving behind is hitting you a bit harder than you may have thought. So it's kind of a mixed bag here, and the only thing I can think of is you're making some kind of major shakeup or change in your job, career, financial sector, or even if you're doing your own personal business. So let's try to look at it in that regard here as we go through this again. As I feel here, this is a time to be seen and be noticed and be recognized, and to move yourself forward. This is a time for you to shine and stand out amidst the competition. So if you are leaving something behind, and you've been, maybe even for some of you who are without a job right now, or, expecting to leave one this week, maybe you're already lined up some interviews, or you're trying to get yourself noticed and recognized out there. Best way to prepare for this focus is to realize a new beginning is on its way, and, you will achieve something new. You just have to put the feelers out there. You just have to go for it. You have to trust that the universe has your back. And I also think, again, I also mentioned retirement here. I can see that with the Queen of Wands. Everybody recognizing you for your years of service and a new beginning awaiting you. Hopefully you've had your money, it looks like, saved up for retirement as you move on. And all of this could be leading to what's happening at the end of the week here. It's possible you are leaving another job or condition behind. Maybe some of you who are in business for yourself with a partner or collaborator, perhaps you are parting ways with that person. It just seems as though there's been some disagreements, maybe with some financial team or your legal team, and you're parting ways. And ultimately, by week's end, you're feeling that loss. You are feeling that loss and a little bit of sorrow. Hopefully there is no financial loss here, but it is possible. I mean, maybe some of you are not getting a job at the same salary level as the one you're leaving behind, so you have to deal with that a little bit. And of course, people on retirement, now you have to face the fact that no matter what you've saved up for retirement, you are going to be on a fixed income now. So, you may be having to deal with that situation as well. Don't forget to wait and come back at the end of the show to see your readings for 2024, your card for 2024 water signs. Well, earth signs, let's see what you can do. Maybe you can match the air signs who are on a roll this coming week. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, this reading is for you. Well, you're not getting off to the good start everybody else is, apparently. Your focus for the week ahead is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is reversed. A little bit sluggish this week. Maybe you're still feeling a little bit of the holiday hangover. Some of you watching all those football games, the bowl games, etc. It seems as though you're off to kind of a careless start. So do take care in your work this week. Do take care in your financial matters. Don't do things without thinking about them first. Don't just rush headlong without recognizing that whatever you're doing could have some negative repercussions later. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's the Seven of Swords reversed. So the best way you can prepare for that focus, frankly, is to see things as they truly are. Mercury is going direct now. I've said that in a couple of previous readings. And so maybe now the fog is lifting and you're realizing that maybe some reckless actions that you are about to take, or maybe you have just taken, could cause some harm to you. See things as they truly are to try to avoid, more negative fallout. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? People feel a little bit more liberated this week to either speak their mind or, take actions that could benefit you. Or on the downside of things, they could even be walking away from you. They feel like, I'm leaving this sinking ship here. If you're not careful, like I said, they may decide, hey, I want to be with somebody who takes a little bit more care in their work. You might be even leaving them behind. They may be liberating you. So do be aware of that. You've got to be on your toes this week and on the ball. Whoa, because ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, I am sorry, your signs. You have the Five of Swords at the end. My goodness. The Five of Swords seems to indicate that there's some big rift happening. A number of people in the earth signs may in fact be leaving jobs in a rather disgruntled fashion. You could be fired, let go, or you could be quitting because you are upset at certain conditions and things that have been going on. So there's definitely or business partners that split apart. It just seems as though there is definitely a rift that is like next to impossible to heal. Wow. Well, that's pretty compelling stuff. Let's take a look at this again. Okay, Earth signs, this is a time you have to watch the moves you make, the actions that you take, the words that you say, because they could come back to haunt you. Don't speak without thinking first. Don't do anything without thinking first, because truths will be revealed. People will take you at your word and actions. And in a sense, that could be going against you with the devil reversed here. Maybe people are ready to let you go or ready to walk away from you. They feel liberated to finally take some action that will free them up from a situation they do not like. And in a sense, you don't like it either. There seems to be some real conflict or things going on. And, it almost sounds like office politics again, too. So beware as you get back to, this is still going to be a shorter week for all of us, but we're starting now to get back into a normal routine again after the holidays. Be careful of how you act, with others, because it could hurt you here. And so be prepared for some struggles this week, Earth signs. I wish you luck with that. And now I'm going to do a special reading for 2024 for everybody, a special New Year's treat for me. And this is how it's going to go. I'm going to go to the elemental signs. I'm going to lay out 3 cards, one for each of the elemental signs in that element. So you'll each get a card geared towards you. And it'll be like a focus or theme or something that you need to work on in your financial, material realm in the year ahead in 2024. So we're going to start with our air signs. There's going to be a card for Gemini, a card for Libra, and a card for Aquarius. This is for you for 2024. Funny that was your first card in your reading, as a matter of fact. Wow, you guys, I even think your 2024 is going to be amazing, all of you. First off, for Geminis, very, very creative year for you. Very, very productive. You're going to be just moving and shaking things up. This is also a time where you can nurture personal projects and goals. And if you have an artistic bend, if you're doing things of a more artistic nature, whether it's writing a book, a creative book of fiction, or it's artwork, etc., that you sell, this is going to be a very good year for you. Libra, my goodness, Libra, you've got everything under control this year. You have the Emperor, we have the Empress, and we have the Emperor in this reading. And Libras, you're going to find you have a lot of control over everything in your financial area. And maybe the fact is, you have to focus on that. You have to focus on having everything under control, and also focus on your leadership skills in this year ahead. Whether you are a manager or not, everybody has to have some type of leadership chops these days. People look for that in the business world. So, work on that. Work on your leadership skills. Trust that you have what it takes to manage others, even if you don't. Because ultimately, along the way, someday, you'll have to be a team leader, or something will come your way. We have to mentor others, etc. And finally, for our Aquarians, it's the King of Wands. Should it be down lower?
Just that one, because it's under the box with you in it.
Oh, okay. The King of Wands is here. The King of Wands is upright. And I have to say for you, Aquarians, you've got the courage, you've got the stamina, you've got the determination you need. Focus on channeling it in major goals for yourself, financial or business goals this year. Go for it. And, others may be recognizing you for your leadership skills and abilities. It's highly possible that a number of you will find yourself being promoted to positions of authority this year. So congrats. Wow, looks like a stellar year for the air signs. Let's move on quickly to the fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's see what 2024 has in store for you. All right. Ah, well, it's the Empress reversed. So Aries, looks like you're hitting a creative block of some sort. It looks as though maybe you're not as productive as you need to be. It's hard for you to get things off the ground too. You're going to have to work on some self-care this year. You're going to have to work on and when I say self-care, I think I'm really saying self-care of your financial world and your career world. You know, you've got to give it a little bit more nurturing and a little bit more love and attention this year than maybe last year. All right, well, Leos, 6 of Cups reversed. Well, Leos, 2024 may have you reminiscing on the good old days, but not. You know, it might be here that you're living in the past and you need to live in the now this year. What may have worked for you before worked for you before. You can't bring it back. These are a new set of circumstances this year, and you have to be ready to face them. Sometimes we have to stop clinging to the past and live in the present. You know, that means having to learn new technological things. I know, and keep abreast of everything that's going on. Oh my goodness. Well, as I guess the fire signs are a total bust this year. I don't want to say that, but I think your focus, Sagittarians, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, is going to be on long-term strategy. It seems as though there are some issues here with that. I think that, you know, you have to start investing more money for your future. You may be lacking. Another thing here, don't fall into a workaholic syndrome here. You know, when this card is reversed, often it indicates that we're spending too much time in our material world at the expense of other areas in our life. This year, try to find more work-life balance. I think that is really going to be very important for you Sagittarians in this year ahead. Focus on that. All right. But definitely more strategizing, more investment in your future. All right, is necessary. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, the water signs. Let's see what I have for you for 2024. Now remember, these are just focuses. It's not going to be what, you know, everything that encapsulates your whole year. There will be ups and downs like any normal year, but some of us may have a better year than others. All right. Okay, Cancer. It's Judgment. Judgment is reversed. Cancer, don't be so hard on yourself. And also, don't be so unwilling to make changes and recreate stuff if necessary. Renovate, refresh your product line. Maybe the same old isn't working for you anymore. So maybe time to accept the fact that it's time to come up with some new products, some fresh ideas, some new ways of thinking. But definitely don't be too critical on yourself. Do what needs to be done. All right, Scorpios. Oh my. No, you cannot come here. Scorpios, sorry, Sunny is in the room. It's the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is upright. Oh boy. Well, my friends, you know, this is a time where you need to find your community. You need to find your people. You need to find your audience, your consumer base, your customers. Maybe perhaps you're finding you've lost some of your old customers. If you've lost some of your old partners, and it's time for, you to find where you belong, who will support you, who will join you, who will buy your products now. We got to keep things fresh, and don't despair. Don't fall into despair this year. This is something you need to just work out and work on. And also for some of you, if you're facing some financial difficulties, which is highly possible with this card, seek help. Help is out there, but you have to want to go for it. Pisces, wow. It's the Six of Swords reversed. So Pisces, what up here? It seems as though you're kind of stuck. You have to work on things. I think this year, that's not going to say it's the whole year, but you're going to have to work on bypassing some obstacles. Stop trying to go back to things that aren't working for you. You may be trying to do the same things in the same way over and over again, and it's not producing results. Things are stagnating. So you need to move things forward. You need to find a way to move your ship into more, how should I say this, into more abundant waters. So keep that in mind. Try to also work on any kind of mental blocks you have. If you can't think of new ideas, if you can't think your ways out of a situation, seek some help and do some networking and see if others in your field have ideas for you. All right, Earth signs. Come on, Earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for 2024. Taurus. Wow, it's the Queen of Wands reversed. All right, Taurus. Don't hide. Don't hide yourself this year. Don't be shy about going after and pursuing your goals, your dreams, your visions. Don't be afraid. This is a time to show some courage, some stamina, some strength of character. And also, if you want a job, if you want people to hire you, you have to show them somebody that they want to hire. Show them that you are worthy. And don't be afraid to express yourself and express your talents and abilities. Virgo. It's the Knight of Wands reversed. All right, Virgo. What you have to work on this year, I think, is not rushing into things headlong without giving things a lot of thought first. This is not a time to act recklessly in 2024. Have well thought out plans and strategies, and, don't allow obstacles to shut you down. Just be able to move forward through it carefully and determinedly. Don't try to take shortcuts. Capricorns. Boy, Capricorns, your material, career, financial instincts are on target this year. You can trust your gut. You seem to know the right moves to make at the right time. You're in touch with some intuitive knowing. Maybe you've been following the markets very carefully and you know exactly where to move your money. Maybe, you've been watching the job applications, looking for that perfect job to apply for, and you're ready. Whatever the case may be, you're really intuitively on target with the moves and decisions you're going to be making in 2024. Wow, that's what I have for everybody for 2024. I hope you have enjoyed that. I'm sorry not all of it was happy, but that's life. It's not always happy. Sometimes we have to make our way through some challenges in order to grow and achieve better things. So, at the end of the show, I just want to remind everybody about our other shows. And so later today, even though it's New Year's Eve, we'll be doing our live stream from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be answering any question, and you can either have a question answered or you can get a 3-card spread for the new year. All right, so join us. And then on Wednesday is Mr. O's Goth Tarot at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, when you can check in with your shadow. Also, sadly, on that day, we will be having the unhappy hour where we tell you, where does it hurt? Where does it hurt? And then we tell you how to turn that frown upside down so that you can make everything all right in your world again. It'll appear sometime on Wednesday, and we will be live in the chat when it appears to make you feel better about the reading. Okay, and Sunny, I'm sure, will be here for that. All right, and then on Friday is Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you will get you will get information on anything going on in your love life. And lest I forget, Thursday is our other live show. Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll answer any question you have. So join us for that show. And finally, on Saturday is Happy Hour. Happy Hour will be at our regularly scheduled time of 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where everybody comes in hopefully happy and leaves even happier with a happy, positive message from Spirit. All right, everybody. I hope you have a happy, wonderful new year ahead, prosperous, make it count for you in the material world, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye for now.